Hello everyone, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with another episode of Hustle Castle. Today I am going to cover the giveaway. I'm going to talk about relaxation and taking a break, and I'm going to do some catching up. I have not done much of that in a while, and I am way behind, so I am going to see what we can get through and get a little bit stronger here. So, like I said, first things first, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the giveaways. Let's do that first, and then I'll get into the idea of taking a break here. All right, so this is our normal weekly giveaway winners. The Hustle Castle Facebook page provides our diamonds that we get each week, and here are the winners that we have for this week. I will say that I've never had anybody guess the number exactly, but this is the closest we have ever been. Jumpin' Jay, congratulations, you're off by 1 with your 8777 guess, and the winning number was 87778. So congrats on being so close on that one. You get the same amount as everybody else, but you know, you can get bragging rights, I guess. Jumpin' Jay is the guy I've done most of my dungeon grinding with. We have fairly compatible squads, and we can get through and grind 100% every time, so it's been highly useful. And he's also the one who commented on my keyboard thumping going on in the background. So here we go. I did a little change here, so can you hear a difference? Do you hear that? Any vibrating there? See if it's any better. Let me know in the comments. But anyway, congratulations on being so close. But everybody else, 500 diamonds each. You should get these in the next couple days. Jumpin' Jay, Ro Renora, Super Pickle, Paranoid Android, ADT, Lanceland, Kittis, Imperial, Edward AK, Demon Lord. What is this one? G2, GII, Gee. One of those I have a feeling is right. Probably G2. But congratulations, each of you get 500 in-game diamonds for being the closest 10 guessers on the giveaway. So those, like I said, those should be coming out fairly soon, just like we get every week. And I will announce next week's giveaway, the following giveaway at the end of this video. So not sure how long this is going to go. My last video for Zero City was going to be a real short one, but I tried to do a bunker run, which was the equivalent of doing man, drawing a complete blank here. Doing not Djembe. What the heck? Dungeon. Sorry, mind is out of it. I'll explain why that is in a minute. But it was I had picked a random, and it was really slow and painful. It ended up being a really long video just to do one bunker run. So I don't plan on that being the case here today. But let's see how it goes. So that brings me to the idea of taking a break. And I know I've mentioned this off and on, not even recently, but I did just come off taking a break for a few days. I think I logged into the game maybe once a day. At first I was trying to do my dailies. And it's like, I don't really want to do that. And then I logged in maybe once a day, and I just really just disconnected. And I'm one who kind of gets into the habit of, once I have a habit of doing something, like we just had an event, so I'm grinding each thing. I got to do my dailies. I got to do this every time, and it becomes just like the daily thing. It has to be done every time. And if I do that for every single game, that is a lot of stuff. And then on top of that, trying to do videos and everything else, it's just a whole lot. So what I ended up doing is I took a few days break of doing nothing. I didn't record anything. I didn't do any videos or watch any videos. I didn't make any videos. I didn't play any of the games. I just kind of disconnected. It felt really good to take a break and, not, I don't know, I guess recharge a little bit. So anyway, the point I'm trying to get to is, it is just a game, and it is, especially when people are grinding hard during events, I do it too. It's good to take a step back and take a breath, get a bit of reality. And I know with everything going on in the world right now, it's not quite as important to do because you can't get out and do as much stuff these days, but still, just go out and be part of nature and just get outside and spend time with the family, whatever. Just do something and get away from the game for a little bit. That way you can come back in, you can be recharged and be more interested and keep it going. Because for me, and I don't know what your goal is, but for me the goal is long term. Stick with it, keep it going for as long as possible. I've been playing this game for a couple of years, and every once in a while I just need to take a break and recharge. So, and that's what I did. It felt great, and now I'm back in. And the goal, I don't have a whole lot of plans here, but the goal is just to try to start catching up on a lot of stuff, because I am way behind on a lot of things. As you see, I got 4,000 chests to get through. I'm not going to get through all those, of course, but a lot of things there we can make some progress on. I got a new, level 6 of 6 ancient set there. I haven't done any testing on it. It's not doing very good, but still haven't done any testing on it. I've been crafting tons of essences, so I have, let's just start right there. I have I don't know if this is a good move or not, to be honest with you, but this is the next one. So I got a ton of essences built up, ready to go. I haven't done anything yet, so my necromancer currently is 0 of 0. So if I remember correctly, I don't have enough mithril stuff to do that, but if I remember correctly, I have a really good weapon from this one. This is the one that does the binding. I think that's good. From, you know, Jumpin' Jay was using this in the dungeon, and he said it was working really good, and I haven't really tried it anywhere else, or I don't know, I didn't hear what he said on trying anywhere else, but I'm going to start there because I don't think I have any other plans for this guy. So let's get 600,000 mithril and start crafting that up. Got a bunch of mithril here. We just had the donkey cart. I was going to do a video just to talk about that, but it's just a donkey cart. You guys know what that is. Mithril is... Let me mention one thing on that. I heard a couple people questioning whether it's a good idea to buy that or not. The way I always verify in my mind if it's a good deal or not, if you come over here and see what it costs. So you could get 600,000 mithril, I think was like 1555 diamonds. If you go here, you can get 500,000 if you're, you know, TR 11 anyway, like I am. I could get 500,000 mithril for 1685. So that immediately is a savings of 130 diamonds. That's an extra 100,000 on top of it. You could, you know, add these together. I don't know if that's really a fair comparison or not. The real best way to be able to tell is if you were at 400,000 and this number up here was to fill 600,000. That would probably be, you know, 2,000-ish. Maybe a little bit more, and you're getting it for 1555. So if you compare there, it's a really good deal. And if you have the diamonds, it's definitely a good thing to spend it on. So, you know, there's things like that. And then, you know, for me, I'm always maxed out on these things. So I went ahead and bought whatever it was. There's like a legendary item. I think a chest for my hero. I could do something with gold, which I didn't do. I think I got 1 or 2 things here, so I got a few things from it, and that's the stuff you should do. You know, whatever's going to help you out, but most of the stuff that's really good is really expensive, so it's just, you know, that stuff's not worth it. But, you know, getting the mithril, just pointing out that it is a good deal, and that's my way of going. I go look there to see what it costs to buy something straight up. And if it's cheaper than that, you know, it's you know, it's a better deal than what you can get any other places. So if you have some extra diamonds, you know, burning a hole in your pocket, that's a good place to do it, and to determine what's good and what's not. And food as well. Buying food chests are really good as well. I didn't buy any this time, but that's the same thing. I looked there to see what it would really cost. But, you know, I have so much food sitting in my inventory, and I haven't been grinding it lately. So those are good to spend, obviously, but I didn't get them just because I have a bunch already. So all right. So like I said, I'm gonna be all over the place. I didn't even, when I was taking my break, I didn't watch videos. I didn't do any of my daily stuff that I just do by default without even thinking. So it actually felt really good just to kind of disconnect from all of that. So I have a bunch of these chests built up from before, so let's go ahead and open those up. One of my goals today is going to be working on my hero. So opening up, getting a little bit more ether here will be helpful. Can't have too many of these. I think we did this not too long ago. And if you guys haven't seen my videos from before or seen the post, it's a good idea to save these chests right here, and that's the reason I have them built up. For me, it doesn't matter. But if you're like a, you know, tier 7, tier 8, tier 9, whatever, on your way to tier 11, tier 10, tier 11, it's a good idea to save these up because they can actually stack. And if you're at tier 9, you can just save everything. You get to tier 11, all of a sudden you're going to start getting, you know, materials to start crafting your ancient items. And whatever you're going to get at tier 9 is probably not going to be that useful, so it's much more useful to save it until later. You know, like right now, and then you can get, you know, the kind of chests that I'm getting. And if you're new to tier 11, if you have a bunch of these saved up, you can get a bunch of really good stuff. Or, you know, if you don't have a hero yet, and then you're just getting to tier, what is that, 8 or 7, where you can start getting heroes, you can start getting, you know, ether, which is going to be helpful. So anyway, I just saved them by default just because, you know, I'm opening up here on the videos. Not that there's anything highly exciting to look at here at this point. This is going to take my ether up to a really high number, so hopefully we'll spend some of those today, make some progress. The one thing I do notice here, it seems like when you complete your dailies, it's a little bit slower, probably because there's some animations going on in the background that aren't actually showing. So it makes that go a little bit slower. Ooh, very nice. An ancient soul, or legendary soul. Increasing automatic damage. I have a bunch of those ready. I need more of those. I will do that. Ooh, what is this? So I don't know if this is it or not, but there's the 2 new, sorry, little message there. There's the 2 new ancient sets that came in, and up until recently, you could only get those by doing, you know, buying at some point, or, you know, you're doing the portal on the weekend and using the Dark Souls to get the chests and getting lucky, or be the right people who got, you know, sneak peeks and got some of the big stuff. But, you know, saving some of these until later once they become available, that's one of the reasons I don't want to open everything, because once those become available and I can start getting materials from these chests, all of a sudden I have, you know, maybe this Talisman of the Wind, I don't even know what that's for, but, you know, maybe I can start getting the souls to get, you know, some of those new sets, which I'm going to go look at in a second to see if I have anything. I have a bunch of these built up, apparently. Another one, geez. I guess I meant to do this in a couple previous videos, I kept forgetting. So, a lot of extra ether, I'm not really counting, but, you know, we gotta be getting close to like 100,000 ether at this point. These I should just break up. You know, there's so many things here I'm never gonna use. Another one, still coming. Uncommon chest. Clicked on the wrong button. Try to blast through as quickly as possible, because this is what the goal of the video is going to be, just catching up a bunch of this stuff. There we go, and we're almost up to another purple there. So, all right, so let's real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got distracted to start crafting my my necromancer here. I did want to go in and look at the storm. Wrong spot again. Come on. The new sets here. So we have. Come on, get over here. So we got this guy right here, which is the illusionist. Let's see. So I got a couple. You know, I could craft one. Yay. Obviously, we need a bunch of them. From what I've been seeing, from looking at San's video and some of the other outputs out there, these are going to be highly useful and highly productive, but they're really hard to get at this point. So, oh, here's the other one right here, right up front. And this storm one looks pretty cool as well. And I got enough to do one, and it was one of these. Look at that, I was right. So now I'm starting to get those. You know, maybe these other chests we're going to open are going to get some of these as well. No intention on crafting these anytime soon, because obviously I don't have enough of anything really, for that matter. But they do seem like they could be productive in your squad setup. All right, so where we were a little while ago, I need to get 460,000. Is that the right number I'm looking for? Let me look one more time. Do I need 500 or 600,000 here? Necromancer, weapon is 600,000. Okay, so I need 460,000 mithril. Got a bunch of stuff sitting here in inventory from the last event and from other things. 600, 100, and these are also 100s up here. Maybe 460. If I got 500, if I did the 600. Yeah, I don't like, my goal here is not to leave too much out there for people to steal. You know, when I'm going through, I'm trying to steal stuff from everybody, which obviously is the same thing everybody else is trying to do to me. So with that, I try not to leave too much out there to be stolen. 2. Come on. Let's go. 3. 4. 5. Okay. So we got 640 mithril out there. We're going to get rid of 600k, so that means there's only 40k out there for people to steal. And I think the number available to steal is 5%, so that means 2,000 for people to steal. And that's not a high enough number for some people to be interested in, so that is why I like to keep my numbers as low as possible. So let's go ahead, we're going to take our book, I'm going to select it, and start that. I'm not going to speed it up because there's really no hurry. Getting a 1 of 6 is not going to help anything, so the goal there is just to kick it off and get it going. Okay, let's go and look at our hero. Actually, before we do that, let's open up these big chests right here. These guys, got a couple of these. Get some more ether. Maybe. That looks like a different one. That's interesting. I wonder why I didn't go to the next one. Maybe it was. Maybe it's bad artwork. 29,000, very nice. Yeah, I'm just going to start breaking these up. There's really no reason to not do that. All right. So let's go see how much ether we have from the last event. We did a little bit of grinding, not as much as before. And from, the event before, I did a bunch of grinding. I never spent all that. Plus I've earned a bunch here and there throughout. So my hero currently is at 1.695, and my squad is at, I'm not going to go on the soapbox, but obviously these numbers are just a specific point in time. They don't need anything to relative power or anything like that. So 12,792. So with that, let's go see what we have. 1.4, almost got to 1.5 million ether again. Obviously got a bunch to spend there. So one of the recent upgrades or updates that came out in the game, which reminds me, there's another update. There's a little sneak preview of what I think is going to be Clan Wars coming out. That was posted on Facebook and on Hustle Prime as well. A video of the way things are looking. I'm sure most of you have seen it. I was going to post it here in the video, but I forgot to get it before I started recording. So looks like a pretty cool, like a common interface, a place where you go and you build up things that I'm guessing everybody's going to be sharing, and I'm sure all of it's going to benefit the clan somehow. There's been, clan updates have been talked about for almost a year now, maybe almost 2 years. It's not coming, but it sounds like it's getting closer. And, information is being released bit by bit, which is another indication that things are getting closer. So hopefully that latest update that came out is a sign that things are really, really moving to where we want them to get to. But with this recent update that came out before that piece of news, Archer strength was increased a little bit. So what I'm going to do is work on strengthening my hero Archer bits a little bit. So I don't really know what I need, as I didn't go in there and look, but I'm just going to go ahead and spend a bit here for my archers. I got 12,000 already. Let's just do, I don't know, whatever. We got a bunch we can spend here, so I don't even know what the magic number here is, so I'm just going to do a bunch. We'll get our ether down to like 1.2 maybe even more, because what I'm going to do is I think they were called Vampiric Arrows. So I'm going to help heal myself as I'm dealing damage. And I got like the rapid fire crossbow, and then I go in with the second archer as well, which, I'm firing all kinds of arrows out there. So these things are going to fire a whole lot more often. Oops, got a little click happy here. Hopefully I didn't lose stuff. Alright, we'll stop at 1.1 because why not? Alright, we'll go right there. So we got 80,000. So now this is handy, I can go right back there. So again, 1695. I will go to my Archer Constellation. Obviously we got our damage done already. This is the one I was focusing on to increase health, and we might get back to that eventually. But Vampiric Arrows is where I want to go. I'm at 4 of 10 currently. So I'm going to level this up a little bit. So when allied archers have less than 80% health left, each of their shots that hit, okay, I didn't see that before, but each one that hits restores health by 22%. Obviously these numbers aren't quite as big. Now we're 28, now we're 32%. And if we keep going up, we've got 3 more levels of improvement, 37, 44, 51%. So each shot is increasing health by 51% of the damage. So fairly significant, which I think I'm going to focus on that and that to get my archer health, because my archers do a lot of damage most of the time. So focusing on helping them be a little stronger is highly useful. Let's just do one more. We'll get to the next level and then we'll see. I can come back here. I think if I close this, it takes me right back here, which is helpful, which I didn't notice about that before. And that's not the one I want, but we might come back for that. All right, so let's just go ahead back in. Go back to Constellation, go back to Archers. So my Archers are almost at 100. All right, so he's now 8 of 10, so 42,000 for the next one. Let's see where we're at for everything else. Warriors, I don't know, when can I start doing this? I need 150, I got a long ways to go. Like I mentioned before, I can go ahead and power up some of these triggerable or active relics that I'm not going to use, and I can get by for cheap amounts. And then you can, that's going to help meet your 150 for things you're not going to use, so it's not going to give you artificial power. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So we have max health here. Shields is where we're going next to get full armor. And we also have vampirism as well, which is highly useful for us. Getting some more shields would be helpful. So 35,000 is the next magic number. Let's go ahead and do that one too. So we need 22,000, so 11 of those. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. 2. We basically had a slide or something like that, so we could go through and just, you know, say I want 11 and be done. Because I think I'm going to be off by 1. I was counting as I was talking. I think I got it, but oops, I went and did that too. Darn it. I might be off by 1. Let's see. Store hero. There we go. Constellation. We're on warrior, and we're going for shields, and I am off by 1. How about that? I guess I should just went with it because it wouldn't have made a difference if I had an extra 2,000. I'd spend it eventually. But, you know, no biggie. Alright, now let's do that one. So now we have increases physical armor of all allied warriors, which right now is only 1, but I have others I can use. Now we're 6,300. So we got 1 more, and then that one's going to be maxed out, and that's going to go... Once we do that one, we'll be up to 7,600. Extra shields, very nice. Armor, sorry, use the right word. And mages. Alright, so we got spell power all the way maxed out. We got health all the way maxed out. And I don't know where I should focus on next, other than my active relics, which is here, is the one I'm using mostly right now. Only got 18 relics. Fiery Totem I've used occasionally. Ooh, we can upgrade that one. Whenever I decide to go to Fiery Totem again, I can do that upgrade, but not using that at the exact moment. And then we also have the Book of Wind, which we can also level up. Very nice. Okay. Good to know. So when I decide to use those next time, I can level them up. So those are both 5 of 11. And then my, when it was here, wasn't it? Yeah, this is, doesn't tell me. Oh yeah, also 5 of 11. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave those right now. Let's see. So we still have a bunch of ether we could spend, right? I'm on. Oops. What was it? I think it was at 1 million, right? Dungeon. There you go, almost 1 million. Let's go ahead and open up a couple of these other chests and see if we want to go back in. Since I haven't been doing much, I popped in, started leveling a bunch of these off. So almost done using all my blue shards. I have 5 more epics to create here, and then I'll have no more blues, and then I'll start, you know, knocking out a bunch of oranges again. So I have 10 here, plus I got tons and tons of inventory. Let's just go everything here. Let's look at all of our epics. Alright, this was not a good way to do it. Obviously, I could have went to the mass disassemble tool. Oh yeah, look at that. We got all these new weapons here we got to go back and revisit. I'm not going to do that for this video because we're already getting too long as it is. All the new gear that we've gotten recently, the last 2 events, haven't gone back to revisit those. This one certainly can be usable. This one can be usable. This one I don't think I'm going to use. Some of these armors I don't think so. This armor might be good. That might be good for our other archer. So we certainly got some things we got to go back and revisit. We'll have to do some, you know, essence crafting again to replace our weapons, but we have a lot of good things to do to consider in the future here. Lots of legendary items to look at. Oh my goodness, still going. There we go. Purples, that's what I'm looking for. Look at all of our epics. Not as many as, okay, we got a lot. All right, we have a lot. Yes, we do. Wow. So I can do the mass disassemble, which I probably won't do that, but you know, I can break these down and I can craft another, what, 20 legendaries with that, or 15, whatever. So that'll be something I'll do off screen. You guys certainly don't want to see that, but another indication of a lot of cleanup to be doing here. Okay, anything quick and exciting we can open here on screen? These are for times when I need food. This, I don't think you want to see me open 22 of these. That would be boring. And this will start getting me the items I need for the Storm and Illusionist. So when I decide to get a little more serious about that, I will open some of these up. And that's, you know, that's kind of the benefit of saving some of these chests and not opening them right away, is whatever, I think you don't get what's in them until after you open them. So I didn't, when I got most of these chests, Storm and Illusionist didn't exist. So if, you know, all the materials in there were based on what the time when I got them, I wouldn't be able to get them, but I'm pretty sure it's based on the time when you open them. So if I just save them until there's something good that I need, then that's more useful rather than opening them, just open them and having them sitting in the inventory not doing anything. So right now it's actually, I think, serving me more good sitting there and not being used. And you can say the same thing about this as well, because these relics, there could be new relics that someday could be more useful. But for me right now, getting those relics up are actually more useful. So I will open those up, but I don't think you guys want to see me open all those up. And the same thing for this, a bunch more relics. Let's just open up a couple because why not? But with these slow loading screens, it'll just be too painful to do these on camera. And we'll get some more legendary items here as well, which is always nice. Things I don't need, but I do need the shards, so out of 164, chances are pretty good of getting a few more of those, which obviously I need. And then all of these I need, obviously. And then obviously those will allow me to get, some of my active relics a lot higher too, which I really think would benefit me quite a bit. The thing that's been really hurting me the most is the Ankh. People running 10 out of 11 or 11 out of 11. And I can beat a lot of, my hero is pretty weak, but I can beat people that have, 4.5, 5.5 million hero that have, fairly equivalent. My power's at 12.7, theirs is at 14.5, 15.5. I can beat a lot of those people quite often, actually. But when they got that, and I do it quick, because I go in there, I just do mass damage really quick and knock people down really quick. But when they have that Ankh coming in and resurrecting everybody in their squad almost, it's makes the fights either last a lot longer so they don't get as many points, or they come back and they just barely squeak by on a win. So my squad is still doing pretty good. With a little bit of the arena rework, it was getting knocked down a little bit. But there's been multiple arena redesigns in the last couple weeks, and I'm back to being fairly successful most of the time. And that is the time when when the fights take longer and I don't get quite as many points, or they squeak out a win because they're able to resurrect people more often. So I don't know if that would really work for my squad based on my setup, because I've tried it a couple times. It doesn't really benefit me, but it does come back to hurt me when I'm trying to win anyway. All right, I opened up way more of those than I planned on opening. So, but obviously I got a ton of those to open. I got food. What is this? Djembe chest. Let's look at this. This will be a whole lot of nothing. I think we got this in the last event. I don't see a benefit on holding onto this because I don't think anything's going to come in there that will be useful. I mean, I'm holding on to that because, maybe someday, maybe when I get to TR12, but if that ever happens, I honestly don't know if it will. Yeah, it doesn't, gaining epic items, I'm just going to break down, doesn't really help. Again, material chests, I'm thinking I'm just going to hold on to those until I need them. More djembes, this is just all junk, but should I open them? I don't know. I'm not using them right now, so no. Again, I think I did this in the last event. So this is why I'm not opening a lot of stuff. It's like, it's not really going to help me, so why do it? And that might help me if I wait. Yeah, so I think I'm going to hold on to the rest of these chests because they're not immediately useful. And some of these will be useful for sure. I'm like, these for sure to get these relics for the hero will be helpful. But everything else I think I'd benefit more on waiting because obviously I don't need them right now. And I'm so far behind on everything else that adding that's not going to be huge. All right, so I said I was going to try to keep this fairly short, and we're already at 30 minutes. Wow, I do go on and on, don't I? All right, well, with that said, I am going to stop. Let's get to the giveaway. So, as a quick reminder for those of you who have done this before, which I know you guys all know how to do it, but there are new people that keep joining all the time. What I do, we have the Hustle Castle Facebook page, provides 500 in-game diamonds to 10 different people, so we get 5,000 in-game diamonds provided. And we get through that each week. So what I do, I keep it simple for you, I keep it simple for me. I give you a random number to pick between a range, and you give that to me, and I have a random number generator that will pick the winner each week, or the winners each week. So what I need from you is to go down below in the description of this video, click on the Google form, open it up, go here to your profile, and give me your in-game name or whatever you want me to call you. click on this to copy, or you just remember it yourself. I need this ID is the most important thing. I need to have this 5551387 is my ID. I need to have that to give it, turn it in so you guys can get your reward. So give me your name, give me your ID, and then give me your pick. And I don't remember what the range was last week, so I'm just going to pick something here. We're going to go 100,000 and 150,000. Hopefully, I don't think that repeated last week, so I think I did. Yeah, I did something different last week. So let's go 100 and 150. 100,000 and 150,000. Give me a random number between that. I'll keep it open for 5 days once this video goes live, and I will announce the winners again next week. So again, things are going a little bit slow, so not sure when the next video is going to come out. I have a lot of catching up to do. Working on my strength versus power video for Zero City, and I'm going to put that through all my videos. I know Son already produced one for Hustle Castle, but I plan on putting something out there again with using him as a source, because he's the one who did a lot of the work, and I'm going to put that out here on this channel as well, or something similar on this channel. So I'm working on that, and who knows, maybe I'll have that ready for the next video. I'm not sure. Hopefully by next week at the very least. So anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying breaks between events. I know everybody likes to have the events, but at the same time we like to have a break. So hopefully you are enjoying your events. Hopefully you got this cool background like I did. I finally remembered to put it on. It doesn't seem to be slowing things down too much, but kind of cool looking. Since I missed the cool sandstorm one last time, at least I got this one. So yeah, let's wrap it there, because this went way longer than I expected. So this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.